just one tale in more than 1,000. A decade and a half of child sexual exploitation in one town. Years of abuse that was ignored by those whose job it was to prevent it, but now laid bare.
We estimate that 1/3 of them were already known to services on account of neglect or child protection.
Today's report looked at allegations in the years between 1997 and 2013. Over that 16-year period, it's estimated that 1,400 children were sexually exploited, though the true figure could be even higher. Those identified included some children who'd been doused in petrol and threatened with being set alight, and children who were threatened with guns and made to witness sexual assaults. The report's author said this all happened in spite of 3 reports between 2002 and 2006, which could not have been clearer in the description of the situation in Rotherham. Almost all the perpetrators, like these men jailed in 2010, were identified as being of Pakistani heritage, but the report mentions a widespread perception amongst officials that the ethnic dimension should be downplayed for fear of seeming racist.
In the UK, okay? We have Sharia law courts in the UK. We have an English legal system. Why do we need a second legal system? It wouldn't be allowed under any other circumstances, but the English government, the British government are allowing this. So, we've got Sharia law courts, and within those we have officials, we have imams who have said that they are willing to perform marriages of child brides. Children at 12 years of age are probably right now being sent to marry 40-year-old men, 50-year-old men. This is going on in our land, and we are allowing it. Our government is allowing it. So, what is it that we want? Well, this is what we need to look at. What we want is we want this book to be removed, or we want it to be censored, because people have access to this and they are claiming that this is their law, this is their religion, these are their rules. We can't have this in this country. This is a civilized nation. We need these Sharia courts to be shut down. We need the mosques to be shut down. If people are in mosques saying it's acceptable to have sex with children, then close the buildings.
Yes!
What else do we want? Well, it would be great, although I don't think we can hold our breath, but it would be absolutely brilliant to see some arrests at some point. I don't know whether anyone's considered making any arrests. Have they considered that these people have aided and abetted the officials are guilty of perverting the course of justice? They knew that this was going on. And quite frankly, the monsters that committed this atrocity and the officials who knew of it, imprisonment isn't good enough. Either send them as far away as possible, or hang them, and they should be hung, drawn and quartered. So this is where we are, and this is what we want. We all know what we want, and we know what we've got. But we are the only people that can make a change. We really are. Look, our grandparents, our parents who fought for this country, what did they fight for? Did they fight for us to give it to people who abuse our children? Did they give it to us so that we can let them take away our children's innocence? No, they didn't. So what we need to do now is we need to step up in a dignified manner. We are British, we should be proud to be British, we should act in a dignified manner, but do not cower to these people. Be proud to raise your flags, fly your flag everywhere, let them know where we are. Come out in force, you're welcome to stand with us. If you share our values, then come out in force. Show the government that we don't want this left-wing liberal approach. They're after a multicultural society that will break down all of our traditional values, that will ruin our children's lives and destroy our nation. How long before we look amongst us and our children are being forced to wear burqas because these monsters are imposing this on them? Is that what we want? So the time is now to do something about it. Choose, pick your side, don't sit at home. I urge everyone to come out, show your support, which is what everyone's done today, and it's great to see, because the people here are the elite. They are the people. You are all the elite. You are the ones who recognise the problems and are coming out here to do something about it. You should be proud of yourselves. We should stand together. No surrender.
Some of us have travelled from Kent, some people have travelled from Edinburgh. We've travelled a long bloody way to be here today because the cause is so serious and it's so just that we need to come here and we need to show the people of Rotherham we're on their side, and they've been betrayed by the councillors and the social workers and the police. We're here today to show them that we care. And I'd like to thank you all for behaving like gentlemen and behaving like English ladies or British ladies. Look, we all know that we're here today because 1,400 of our children have been brutalised by Muslim paedophile gangs. Now that makes us all very, very angry. But resorting to violence or bad behaviour only helps and strengthens our enemy. That's why we have a strict code of conduct. We urge everyone to act like our parents and grandparents would have, with dignity and respect and manners. Now I don't see no left-wing opposition in this square. I've got a leaflet here from the UAF calling us racists. Don't let the racists divide us. Well, I can say now, in this town, it doesn't matter what background you're from, if you are against grooming gangs, against paedophiles, then you're welcome here with us right now. And so why have we come back here again? And I can tell you now, there's an important police commissioner election at the end of this month that's been brought about by the resignation of that cowardly, low-life, vermin, scumbag, Sean Wright. There's a by-election at the end of this month. There's certain patriotic candidates who are standing. I'll go into them later. But it's important, this is your golden opportunity. This is your chance to elect a police commissioner in South Yorkshire who is on the side of the people and the victims, who will not sweep it under the carpet, who will not turn a blind eye. This is your golden opportunity to elect someone who will shake the tree, because this is why we are back here today. We're back here because there's been 0 arrests and there's been 0 prosecutions. Now, I'm not being funny, but let's be realistic here. If there was a scandal anywhere else in the country that involved 1,400 underage children, you would expect some people to be arrested. Yeah? A few silly resignations is not enough to slake our thirst for justice in this town. A few people, 3 or 4 people have resigned. Well, that's not good enough, because this scandal involved literally dozens of people in the social services, in the council and the police. Dozens of them. Now their strategy is to batten down the hatches and just wait for it to blow over. Well, I can tell you now, it's not going to bloody blow over, because we're here for the 1,400 victims. They deserve justice. Yes. We demand justice.
Yes. Justice.
As I said, there's been no arrests, no disciplinary action. It's business as usual. That is not good enough. I'm sorry. 1,400 children have been sexually molested, abused, raped, tortured, and there's not been a single arrest. What kind of country are we living in? This is like a paedo's paradise. We need to take action now. We need to take action for our children. Otherwise, they will end up like the 1,400 victims. Because to back down, or to slow down, or to take a back seat now would be a betrayal of those children. All those children have got is you. That's all they've got. That's their only hope for justice, is the people standing here right now. You're their only hope. Will you abandon them? No! Hell no. None of us will. So we're going to be back at the end of the month, just before the police commissioner elections, to show that the people of Rotherham have had enough. They're sick and tired of being treated like second-class citizens in their own town. They're sick to death of our English identity being dismantled and taken from us, and every time we try to show our pride, we're called racist. Well, we've had a blood enough. We're not racist, we're patriots, and we love our country. Yes! It's been pointed out to me that last night Islamic State beheaded another of our people. Someone suggested that we should do 1 minute silence for poor Alan Henning, who was a good man, did not deserve that fate. Ready? So please, bow your heads. A 1 minute silence for poor Alan Henning. May he rest in peace. God bless.